Here we have another piece of Vanquest gear equipment. This one is their 7x10 FatPack, so it's the largest one you can buy. It's fairly large, but even on the Katara 16, it does fit on the outer molly. And sometimes I feel like I would rather go with the larger one, so I don't have to really jam pack everything in there. So let's take a closer look. This is more of what I would consider my emergency bag. My other smaller one is really more of my everyday, just little things, but I may try to consolidate them both. At one point, for right now, I just like having the separate ones. So let's take a look a little bit closer. On the outside here, we've got the red hook and loop around here, just first as a initial thing to catch your eye. Same thing with the orange. This is actually a therm capsule, and in there I have all of my things like tick removers, tweezers, nail clippers, any of that little type of precise equipment. I just keep it on the outside there because it does have plenty of strapping on the outside and on the back. That's why I'm able to use those molly sticks to connect it. It does have a tab here, so that you can use the tab and handle at the same time to pull it open for quick access to all your stuff. Again, the other side also has 3 straps. So I have my shears on there, and I use one of the little hook and loop retainer strips just so those stay in there. I also have a CPR mask and a little pea lighter, a peanut lighter, depending on what you call it, just through one of those extra little loops. On the front, it does have a loop field for you. That's also the laser cut molly, so you could actually attach something else on the outside, as well as one up here. This is actually a pocket. So most common thing, having 3 daughters, or just kids in general, I just have my general Band-Aids out there, so we don't have to open up the entire thing, and actually have those general Band-Aids in both of my packs. So that's really all there is on the outside. Let's look on the inside to see what all it has. As I mentioned, it has the pull tab here, as well as a nice big handle, so you can actually just rip this open nice and quick to get to the inside, and we'll take a look at what's actually in there. Move this back a little bit. So you'll notice here, you don't really see a whole lot. This is actually a pocket that is connected on there, so you can actually fold it out. So in here I have ointments and things, some glucose, supplements, and anything like mostly things that might leak. It does have that translucent window on there, so you can see what's in there. It does have a zipper. Now, the biggest gripe I have about this, which is not that huge of a deal because you can just tear it open real fast, is that on the Katara, the actual backpack, every single zipper has one of the Spartan pulls, and this has none of them. So the zipper inside here is just a little tiny zipper pull. The 2 main zippers also just have this little bit of paracord on it. It works fine, but when you're comparing it to those other ones that have the Spartan pulls, it's very, very noticeable. So, turning it a little bit for you, I do keep one of my Israeli bandages unwrapped. I know typically you keep them all sealed up until you need to use them. I do have one here. I keep one in my other little pack as well, but it does have the elastic that you can tighten up on this whole stretch right here. So then I have some different wraps right here, and this is the little cinch for that elastic, so you can tighten it up as much as you want. Jumping over here into the main compartment of the bag, we have the elastics. There's actually 5 sections, so there's one right here, it's fairly large. One smaller one, I just stuffed my gloves in there for now. One really large one, which I don't really use, it just kind of keeps this pocket's contents tucked up a little better. And then there's another small one and another mid-sized one, and I have one of my cat tourniquets right here, so you can easily just pull that out. Behind these elastics, there are 3 main pockets, and those are really the only pockets on here besides the fold-out one. So we have 2 skinny, tall ones, one on each side, and then technically, I still consider this one pocket, but there are 2 layers to it. So this middle one, this is where I have things for right now, my chest seals, burn dressings, And then in the back, you're actually able to fit folded only, like I would say double, because I typically have it already. You're able to fit an entire SAM splint back there, which is nice because this is always something I had to keep in a separate bag because it's just a little too big, not for this one. Again, I have my tourniquet here, so this orange pocket, I have nothing in there. But this one over here, I have one of those, was it Mylar survival blankets, and then I do have some finger splints in here that are hooked together so I can actually pull them out and get to them, as well as a couple of those, I guess, popsicle sticks, you know, in case you need to use those to help immobilize something. But that's the whole entirety of this bag. This is more, like I said, my emergency bag. I'll probably get some people critiquing me on what's in there. This is just what I have in there for now because I'm just getting things set up to try to show you guys what it has. So, as I mentioned, I like to have the 2 packs because I don't like it to be so full that you can't use the features like being able to pull it open. One great feature on here, they don't have the Spartan pull tabs, but they did sew these tabs right here so you can actually pull it, and it does make opening it much easier. And then the top you can fold under, Velcro it up. And again, using this tab here, the one front, you can get to everything in there very, very quickly. So that's my larger pack. That hangs on the outside, right on the back of my Katara right now. And we'll take a look at my smaller one, which, like I said, is more of the basic stuff. That is right here. So I'll zip that back up. Now this one does not have any tabs or anything down here, so you just gotta kind of hold it. It still works fine. It's a lot smaller. Pull it off for now. So this is the one Tigris Foxtrot Alpha. It's quite a bit smaller. It's pretty comparable to the Vanquest's 4x6, maybe even a little bit smaller than that. It's fairly narrow. It does have the loop patch here for identification or whatever patches you want. Nice big handle, 2 mesh pockets with a little bit of elastic along the top. So I got another cat tourniquet, and it does have a retainer hook and loop strap here with a little tab for pulling that open. So there's my other Israeli bandage that's fully sealed. And again, my cat tourniquet there. I don't ever use this elastic just because I feel like whatever I put in there, it just gets stuck on everything, and I typically will actually even pull this out. I just put it back in for the video to show it comes with it. You may find something that you want to put in there. I used to keep my gloves out there, but I felt like my gloves were just getting caught on everything. Turning around to the back, so it has the nice big handle on the front for opening, and it does have this little ring here, so you can pull it open really quick. It does have 3 strips of strapping there for the MOLLE compatibility, and you'll notice it does have 2 little snaps here. There used to be 2 pieces of strapping here with buttons that would snap down, and that's how I used to have it connected to one of my other bags, but it was just so hard to get off the bag that I just cut them off, and I now use those MOLLE sticks so I can just snap them and take it off really quick. And instead of just having them there in the way and flopping around, if they came loose, I just cut them off. So similar to the bigger pack, this one, if you grab both, open it up nice and fast. And as I mentioned, this is more of my very basic stuff. So here I've got a couple of those little small finger splints. This is some children's Benadryl and Tylenol pills that I have for my daughters. And then here I have some adult medications. I've got Tylenol and I'm not even sure what else, but I did end up, I don't know if you can see that, put a little Post-it note inside there. So when you open it up, it's my little reminder of what exactly is in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't think you can, but trust me, it's in there because I don't want to take the wrong medicine. And I do have some liquid bandage as well. I do have a bottle of eye wash, and also for irrigating any wounds or scrapes, cuts. Behind, I do have my bag of Band-Aids. I have a thermometer, and then I have just some cortisone cream, as well as some Vaseline in there. So I can use those for whatever I might need. So when that's done, just like the other one, zips up fairly easily. Make sure the top Velcro is secured. Then you just hook it on the bag. So again, my smaller one, is the one Tigris Foxtrot Alpha. And then right now my larger one is the Vanquest Gear 7x10 FatPack.